So I was thinking about Jesus the carpenter, and I think carpenter back then would have meant like master builder. Like it wouldn't have just been like wood and whatever. Like it would have been stone, like brickwork, whatever. You know what I mean? Like it was kind of everything. So if Jesus was the carpenter, Jesus was the master builder. It just kind of made me think like, was he like building houses? And before, I know he had 3 years of ministry, but before that, what would that have looked like? Like him growing up and having a job, like just to think about that was like, did he have people working for him? Did he have his own business? Was he like my buddy? I got a few buddies that do their own like housework, framing, renovations, home improvements. Like, would him and his dad be working together? Like my buddy Brandon and his dad, and like, did they have people working for him? Did he ever have to fire someone? I actually asked someone in the lunchroom at work the other day who's a Christian, like, you think Jesus ever actually had to fire someone? And we started talking about what it would have been like to actually like work with Jesus. Um, it, even at work nowadays, like I work with people that have impacted my life, and obviously they're not perfect people, but the way they conduct themselves at work has really inspired me and impacted my life. And obviously, if you were working with Jesus, like he would have been one of those people that just like the way he did his business, the way he conducted himself, the way he handled situations, and just being fair and just and honest, like it would have really inspired you and impacted your life to work with him. But anyways, thinking about, did the man build houses for like a job for the first, from the age of like whatever, 15 to before he started ministry? Like, is that what he was doing, was like building houses and stuff? And then it got me thinking, if he built a house, was it a perfect house? And did the houses that he built, did people even recognize, like, obviously, okay, yeah, he's a really good guy, I highly recommend him, yeah, he did a fantastic job on our house, but would they have actually recognized like the house is actually perfect, like it was built perfectly, every measurement, every square, every whatever? People that build houses will know the lingo. I don't know the lingo for it, but um, everything was actually built perfect. Because if you think about it, we're so used to seeing houses and stuff that, yeah, unless there's something that's like crazy out about the house, you're gonna say like, oh, the house is well built or it's not well built. But even when you say the house is well built, it's not like you actually like take the time to see like how square is everything, how much in a line is everything. As long as there's nothing like crazy out, you're just going to be like, oh, good job, and move on with your life and enjoy it. So it's like, it could have been very possible for Jesus to be building these like perfect houses and people not even recognize it. Like he had perfect character, and that was right in front of people, and there was people that could not recognize that Jesus actually had perfect character and lived under God perfectly. Like they couldn't recognize it. I'm sure some people did. I'm sure his disciples would have recognized it, but I don't think anyone actually took the time to realize like, there is a perfect man standing in front of me. Um, yeah, so I was thinking about all that, right? Because we're always trying to find, like, I got buddies that are roofers, and I'm sure they would tell you if they do shingles, they could lay 99 shingles really, really well, but if they get one shingle off, people are going to focus on the one shingle they got off instead of the 99 they got well. So I don't know, I was just kind of like thinking about all that, and then it made me think, because people maybe didn't recognize that Jesus built perfect houses, and people definitely didn't recognize that Jesus had perfect character and was doing perfect things before God. And it just made me really think, something perfect can be right in front of you, and you might try and find that one shingle out. Even if there isn't even a shingle out of place, you might still try and find that one shingle out, or just not recognize that perfection has come and is right in front of you. And it just made me think, do I actually recognize the perfect work of God in my life today? Jesus the carpenter is doing the exact same things. He's still a master builder. He's still working all things together for the good. He's still doing the work of the Father and bringing heaven on earth today. He's still saving people's souls and he's still completing a perfect ministry up in heaven. He's a high priest, and he has a perfect ministry up in heaven on reconciling the entire world to himself. And as a believer, do I actually recognize the perfect work of Jesus Christ that is going on every day, every moment in my life? And am I following that? Because he has laid 99 shingles perfectly, and the one shingle that's out isn't even him that laid it. It's our flesh is that one shingle that's out. But sometimes we can focus way more on the one shingle that we screwed up, our flesh, and actually not take the time to acknowledge that there is a perfect man with you right now building perfect things in your life.